I should probably drop a life up on the way out here. Kind of a trick I just did there, you may have noticed, where when you get out of a battle you have this window of temporary invincibility and you can clip through enemies, like walk through them, so you can try to sneak in a preemptive strike. I guess I didn't need to do it since they're already running away from me, but... Oh, I gotta get next to the cop. So we're gonna go fight Captain Strong with his Super Ultra Mango Tango Foxtrot martial arts. Or maybe it's Mambo Tambo. You know, why don't we go do that? We'll do that and then we'll stop. I'm curious to see whether it says Mango Tango or Mambo Tambo. It's been a really long time since I last played this game. Very proud of my nephew for playing through it. This game is lighthearted and cheerful, except for the last 10 minutes are dark. Really dark. We're like talking like fetuses and fallopian tubes and like ancient horrors, and yeah, I'll talk about it when we fight Gaius, but very big tone shift. I don't really think there are any other parts of the game that come anywhere close to the whole last dungeon in EarthBound and everything associated with it. Pokemon does that a lot. Aside from Pokemon being like embarrassingly easy, it's probably the closest to the EarthBound experience that it's an RPG. It kind of has like this Western feel, some modern times. I wish they'd make a Pokemon game that's a little bit more difficult. It doesn't need to be like, you know, brutally hard, but give you some kind of option to just not have it be so easy. And I'm not really commenting on the fact that this cop is having his cops beat the crap out of me, and I'm a 10-year-old kid. This is how he deals with things. Okay, good. Your average policeman is stronger than any superhero. Whew, okay, I'm glad I did that. 2 in a row, man. Holy crap. Okay, gotta do another life up next one. Hope he doesn't do a crushing chop. Or get a smash hit. Oh, alright. I'm actually not in as big of trouble, I just leveled up. Eat that hamburger though and be safe. My wife's playing Dragon Quest VIII right now, and she's gonna have this experience where the first, I don't know, 3 hours of that game are really hard. But as soon as you start getting some abilities and some party members, it certainly eases up quite a bit. This game's a little bit smoother. I definitely say that these early fights are much tougher than the later ones, just because you're only Ness, you don't have any gear yet. Probably the biggest problem Ness has is it's infrequent that he gets to go first. He doesn't have a very high speed stat early on. Alright, so is it Super Ultra Mango Tango Foxtrot Martial Arts, or is it Super Ultra Mambo Tambo Foxtrot Martial Arts? I'm going to vote for the former. This is just based on my memory. This guy's just a wuss and he quits. Mambo Tango. Well, shit, it was a combination of the two. So I lose. On both counts. Alright, I can do one rocket. That thing hurts if he hits with it. I got lucky. Alright, how do we heal? That's too bad. Would have preferred that he hit me there. Oh man, I really don't want him to hit me now. But it doesn't matter because he's dead. Alright, I said I was going to quit, but I don't want to, so I'm going to keep playing. My wife gets home, I'll stop. Alright, so you kicked my force's ass. Now you can go to the second town. It's bizarre. Like, why is it even closed in the first place? Like, the excuse they give for the town being closed off is that that the want police like creating roadblocks. I've said a couple times that the correct way to play this game is with the player's guide, which I do have with me. It's probably... I try not to play with player's guides anymore. That's something I did as a kid, but it's certainly more fun to figure stuff out on your own. But this is a really fun player's guide. Like, I'll show you, when you first start any town, I'll give you one for an example. Yeah, check this out. The want times. It's like presented in universe as if it's this newspaper article written in want, and a good chunk of the player's guide is written as if it were in universe, as opposed to just like, hey, you're playing this video game, go and do this. Pretty cool. Got some funny stuff in there. I got some scratch and sniff stickers in the back. Highly recommended. When you go talk to Frank to get a free heal, you don't have to go to the hotel. Yep, we'll go pick up an exit mouse up here. So it's just not a big deal anymore. Now you got to be careful on your way back. You don't want to run into mushrooms. Not because they're particularly dangerous, but they put a status effect on you that reverses your controls. I live rent-free in this mouse's house. So I'm going to take the exit mouse, and I'm probably never going to use him. But I'm not going to want to get rid of him because he's a special item, and maybe one day I'll need him. He's like the elixir or the high potion. Let's just not mess around with that. Got the MP for it. Oh, baby. Oh, damn. That was a level up. I mentioned before that that leveling up is random, so I could abuse it if I wanted to, but no. I'm not going to do any cheesy emulation manipulation. This is a casual for fun playthrough, not a cheaty playthrough. The funny story, my wife has trouble sleeping sometimes, and when she does, she wants me to tell her like a bedtime story, and she falls asleep while I'm talking. and I couldn't think of any stories, so I would just tell her the plots to video games. So I would do like Final Fantasy VI, Chrono Trigger, EarthBound. Oh my god. Like, I can't tell when she falls asleep, right? I just keep talking until I eventually realize she's not asking questions and check, and sure enough, she's asleep. I kept getting to this part of the game where you're in Twoson and you're about to go to Happy Valley, and I swear it took like a month for us to get past this part, because, you know, the next day we'd start doing the story again, say, okay, Andrew, what do you remember from yesterday? And she'd say, you're going to this Happy Valley. I'm like, oh my god, this is the third time we've talked about this. Okay. Jesus Christ. It's extortion. $50? Which is basically $5, remember. Just take out exactly what I need. I'm going to be like my fiscally responsible nephew, Jaden. We're just going to take out what we need. Not more than that, because if we die... Uh-oh. Paula's talking to me. Okay, well, we definitely have to stop before we get to the iron pencil. So I didn't actually have to pay for that. Well, I did, but this guy, if I keep harassing him, it's going to give me $50 to leave him alone. Be cool if that worked in real life. As a result, I essentially get a free stay at the hotel. Pretty sweet. And we're going to be responsible uncle. We're going to deposit that shit. I got it. I'm about to go to the department store and buy some stuff and just take it right back out. Funny mechanic here. If you don't talk to your mom enough in this game, you get homesick, and you have to resolve it by calling her. You can avoid it if you just call her regularly. We don't have any cycles for sale, but we'll give you a bicycle for free. It's essentially like buying it. When you beat the game, it lets you go back to all the towns and like say goodbye to everybody, and every character in the game has new dialogue if you choose to do it. It's kind of neat. But also one of the things you can do is return the bicycle. You only really get to ride the bicycle for a few minutes in this game, because if you have any other party members, you can't ride it. If you buy a teddy bear in the mall, or you pick one up from Paula's room, you can't ride a bicycle with it. So you're going to get to ride a bike for a couple minutes, and then you're probably just going to deposit it with your sister. Teddy bears, for example, yeah. It was a neat idea. The song that plays is cool, and you can ring the little bell, but that's about the extent of it. Mr. T outside. Alright, let's just take all the money out, but we're going to be responsible. We're going to be responsible. We're going to put whatever we don't spend right back in there on the way out, because remember, if we die, we lose half of our money, and that would not be cool. Fiscally responsible. We don't want any hamburgers, we don't want any bread rolls, skip sandwiches. How much do they cost, out of curiosity? Yeah, man, I don't have $38 for a skip sandwich. I'm not made out of money. The bus will not go to Threed because the tunnel is haunted, which we'll learn more about soon. Alright, so we got 2 people here who sell you stuff. Don't really have room to hold on to stuff. Now, every playthrough I've ever done of EarthBound, I've always bought the slingshot, and this time I'm not going to do it. And the reason why is that the slingshot is significantly less accurate than the T-ball bat. It does more damage, but it can get you killed if you miss with it. So I'm just not going to buy anything today. That seems crazy. but it ends up being that as soon as you need to be able to do damage, that you miss. Just put everything back. So we went to the department store to not buy anything, but this is like my 100th playthrough of EarthBound, and for the first time I'm going to learn my lesson. I'm not going to buy the slingshot. As sweet as it is, as much more damage as it does, I'd rather have the accurate baseball bat. And watch me get into the next fight and whiff with the bat several times in a row. Mr. T? I saw some weird bad guy following Paula. This bad guy gave me the creeps. Runaway 5, and they're hanging out outside. They're basically the Blues Brothers. An interesting point of trivia, in the Japanese version of EarthBound, which is called Mother 2, the Runaway 5 all have the same costumes, and for some reason, in the American version, they gave them all individual costumes. And the theory there is that Japanese culture is a bit more group-based, less individualistic, and people wouldn't really want to see everyone wearing the same costume in the American version. So in the localization, they all have their own costumes. Pretty big fans of Paula, who is a local 10-year-old. It's cool because she is a 10-year-old who has psychic powers. I may as well ride the bike. I get a second too. I can press the button, ring the bell. Look how happy he is. Ness looks pretty grim most of the game, but when he's on the bicycle, he is elated. Look, he is delighted. Look how joyous he is. Look, check that out. Look at that big smile. I'm gonna get off the bike and show you the difference. Look, Ness is just like, okay, this is my life. I'm in this town. You get on that bicycle. Look at that kid. Look at that sun. He's just joyous. He's just having a day. He could do this all day. Interesting side note, notice that when he goes up and down that his hat bill is going backwards. Just a quirk of how they animated animation with these, how they animated sprites back in the day. When they did walking sprites, it would be crazy to do double the sprites, having one for left step and one for right step. So they just flip it, they invert it along the y-axis. Alright, so some of these dudes sell stuff. I like pots, but I want a for sale sign. I should have remembered to bring some money. Here, I'll go get it. For sale sign's actually kind of useful. If you're out in the field, you can use it to have people come buy stuff from you. So I'll go ahead and take some money out and get that. Hey John, how's it going? I'm just getting started. This is my first day. Just doing Diablo a little bit earlier today, and I'm gonna try to play through EarthBound. Is that John Kerr or John Campbell? I guess John Kerr. Interesting trick here. You can buy this egg, and if you carry it around long enough, it eventually hatches into a chicken, and you can sell it for more money, but I don't have room in my... I've never told him no. Your teen years will be ruined because you didn't buy an egg. Okay. Sorry, man. I don't want the egg. That's funny. Ah, okay. What's up, man? Yeah, there is a 30-second delay or so. This guy on this house, he's basically a drug dealer. Like, the game doesn't tell you that he's a drug dealer, but he's a drug dealer. Like, he just has $10,000 sitting around. He's sketchy. He's gonna jump down and fight me, and he's gonna twist his ankle. So John, it's probably not something we'll do with our group, especially not anytime soon, but the long-term goal here is I would love to stream a D&D on Twitch. I've got pretty good production values on that campaign, on the D&D campaigns I do in general, and there's lots of cool stuff you can do with Roll20 and with SoundCloud and all the other fun stuff you have in there. So it'd be really cool to stream that sometime. I think I gotta build an initial audience first by just playing video games that people would watch, and then I could probably start doing Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, what the hell? Like, you're just playing this delightful game and suddenly. Alright, man. I promise I won't. Creepy drug dealer wants to see the 10-year-old psychic girl. Got it. Just look how delighted he's elated. He's positively. He's chuffed. That's the word I'm looking for. He is. Look at him. Look how happy he is. Alright, so this is Paula's house, and this is probably where I'm going to lose the bicycle. Yeah, man, it'd be really cool to do this on Twitch. We'll see. Like I said, it certainly won't be the next D&D game, or probably the one after that, but one day. She's not upstairs, man. Everyone in town has been talking about how Paula's missing. So I think there's a teddy bear in her room, which is gonna keep me from being able to use the bicycle, but that's okay. It'll help me out here in Happy Valley. Yeah, see now if I try to ride the bicycle, only one seat. Can't carry it with me. These two kids, there's Orange Kid and Apple Kid. They're both inventors. Andrea made the good point when she was playing through this game. You know, I'll show you. If you try to go on the bus and go to the next town, Threed, you're gonna get turned away, and you'll see by what. And I'm happy to ride the bus for no reason because the song it plays is bumpin'. Spend $2 on this bumpin' song. If you're also on this channel, John and I were in a band for a while. This song is on the list of something to cover. Oh shit! So I had trouble with recognizing what those sprites were as a kid. I didn't realize that those red things were the ghost's eyes. I thought it was like they had like bows or something. But for some reason the bus returned to Twoson. No. Well there's a... No, it's okay. I'll let him take me back. Keep listening to the bumpin' bus song. Yeah, there's a present over there, but whatever, right? It's a long walk, and now I get to hear this bumpin' bus song. I'm pretty sure the present just has like a skip sandwich or a hamburger in it or something. That's not consequential. Oh man, so that pizza place is called Mock Pizza, and I'm going to go in there real quick because they're going to give me their phone number. I don't think I'm ever going to need to order a pizza from them. Yeah, we don't sell pizza here, we only deliver. She gives me the number. Now this is cool. If you have the EarthBound strategy guide, which came with the game, you notice in the back there are these scratch and sniff like pages And there's this dog and this mushroom and Ness himself and a monkey and a mole. And then there's a take a big whiff, get a big prize. And the bottom right corner is like, what's the big prize? You have to scratch it and guess what it is. On the back, there's a little identa smell. The game stinks, the free gift doesn't. Now, some people say, why wasn't EarthBound particularly successful? Their entire ad campaign was talking about how the game was stinky. Anyway, you were able to write in the address, your name, and what you think the smell is, and send it into Nintendo, and they would send you an awesome prize. What is the awesome prize? What is the smell? I guessed it was pizza, and in fact that is the correct answer. It is Mock Pizza. You see the name of that place is Mock Pizza, and they send you a Mock Pizza air freshener. It's a little air freshener that looks like the Mock Pizza delivery man. It says Mock on it, and I think they may have just sent it to anyone who entered. I don't think there were a lot of people who entered the competition. It was pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna go to Happy Happy Valley. Place is a thorn in my side. Like I said, when EarthBound was a bedtime story, I would tell my wife to get her to go to sleep. I'd always start each night with, so what do you remember from last time? And she would say Happy Happy Valley every night for about a month and a half. She never remembered anything after this. So everything about this area is seared into my mind. Probably forever. Probably forever. And actually, I am making a grave mistake by going to Happy Happy Valley directly. There's a step I have to take first. I went on this little detour to show you the bus and the cool groovy bus song, but I didn't talk to Orange Kid and Apple Kid. And I need to do that first, or otherwise I'm going to be running around in circles. Orange Kid is an inventor. He's like a rich kid who's got good ideas. He's very clean. Apple Kid is a slob who's also an inventor, but you'll see in his room he's kind of nasty. He's kind of pudgy kid. And you can choose to invest in one or both of them. Now, the Orange Kid gives you this, like, I don't know, it's like a boombox or something that plays the Orange Kid theme song as a reward for investing in him. And it's pretty useless. But Andrew had the good idea. It's like, well, why don't you just use that to scare away the ghosts? It's like, oh, yeah, okay, I can see that argument. But no, that's not the correct path. The correct path is to donate money to Apple Kid, the slob inventor, and not to the rich kid inventor. And as a result, he will make all kinds of inventions for you throughout the entire rest of the game. I'm going to talk to Orange Kid. Greetings, I am Orange Kid the Inventor. Have you heard of me? I'm a bit embarrassed by my reputation. If you talk to some of the girls outside, they will just sing his praises. I'm happy-go-lucky, so I'm not worried. $200. No, dude. I don't even think Apple Kid wants money. I was turning around there for a second to go get money from the ATM, but I'm pretty sure he's just hungry. And I think I still have like a hamburger or something I can give him. Yeah, I give him a hamburger. I'm a mouse. No one has given me a name yet. Ness can talk to animals because he is psychic. It's a pigsty. I'm Apple Kid. I haven't taken a bath in a while, so I may be stinky. By the way, I'm starving. Do you have something to eat? Yes, you can have my hamburger, man. That's cool. Oh, I need to give him money anyway? Okay. He wants $200 too. So I was giving all this shit to Orange Kid for no reason. Alright, let me go get $200. Take his broken machine. The broken machine will come up later in the game. When we get Jeff in our party, he can fix broken devices. Whenever you sleep, he'll spend the night working on it. Alright, so we're going to take out $200. We're going to be fiscally responsible and not take out all our money, because if we die, we lose half of whatever's on us. Means it's a little inconvenient that we have to keep walking back and forth from the ATM machine, but we're going to play it safe. Oh, you know, and let me take out another $1 so I can use the payphone. So I'm going to call my sister. I think it might actually cost some money to deposit stuff. Okay. I'm going to call my sister and deposit some of my items because my inventory is almost full. Escargot Express, their delivery company. I don't remember if they charge to pick up. Whatever. If I lose $100, that's really, it should be 100 yen. They just didn't change the sign. Probably by the time I get back to Apple Kit or soon afterward, the Escargot Express guy will show up. There he is. What's up, dude? You got a rockin' mustache. Okay, $18, yes. I'm glad I took out some money. Alright, you may have the broken machine. Don't need that till I get Jeff in my party. You can have the bicycle. I only got to use it for a little bit. And, why don't you take the cold remedy? Well, I'm gonna take the exit mouse. Yep. No problem, dude. It's a good question, John. You get money when you fight enemies. Your dad deposits money in your account. So, like, if you call him, he'll say, "Hey, you've been doing a good job. I've increased your allowance. I put $300 in the ATM." In return, I want to give you this. Please take it and say nothing. I love this game, man. This game is my jam. Mars got the receiver phone. Oh, I must be in your way. Okay. Yeah, so I'll go talk to my dad. He'll tell me about how much money he's deposited so far. Please take it and say nothing. I deposited $216 in your account. Taking away what you spent, you should have $784 in the bank. He saves the game for you. Financial responsibility. Being financially responsible. Okay, so this chick Paula was kidnapped. We know that she's one of the. This butterfly is going to recover my PP psychic points, so I'm going to take the opportunity to heal myself before I take it. Anyway, this girl Paula is one of the 4 chosen children who will save the world of Eagle Land, what Japan thinks America is like, from this evil alien threat that's coming in the future named Gygus. And she's been kidnapped. Unfortunately, Nintendo even today still hasn't made their way through the damsel in distress trope. But anyway, she's been kidnapped by this cult that lives in Happy Happy Valley. So we're going to Happy Happy Valley to try to rescue Paula and get her in our party. She's basically the black mage or wizard of the team. She has offensive magic. Well, magic psychic ability. This game is like in the 90s, so they don't do magic. The teddy bear is pretty sweet. It takes damage from me occasionally. So sometimes those mushrooms will put a mushroom on your head that screws up your controls and makes you walk backwards. I don't know if it's like a psilocybin joke or what, but if you get a mushroom on your head, she will like pay you to take it off of you. What's up, dude? Sure. When you've been badly hurt in battle, you may survive a mortal attack and still have 1 hit point. So the TLDR of that is pretty cool. I wish more RPGs would do this. Watch when I take damage, you'll notice there's like this scrolling little meter. He's gonna hit me here. See how my health scrolls down? You don't actually die or game over until your health scrolls all the way down to 0. So if you can manage to finish the battle before your health scrolls all the way out, you actually live and you can win. And there are a couple encounters they have designed that specifically take advantage of that. Like there are these trees that when you kill them, they burst into flames and they do like an obscene amount of damage to you, like 900 or something stupid. It would basically almost always kill you, but as long as you exit out of the battle before your health finishes scrolling down, you're fine. I don't think the teddy bear is long for this world. Yep. Mortal damage. Became a pile of fluff. Alright, so this is bizarre. Check this out. I cannot proceed For some weird reason, a pencil-shaped iron statue is blocking the path. Now, in the Japanese version of EarthBound, this is not a pencil, it is a squid. And there is a reason it is a squid, and I will tell you soon. They actually did a really good job of localizing this game. It's a particularly tricky game to localize because it's got such quirky humor, and there are some Super Nintendo games that are very poorly localized that they just didn't translate it very well. But this game is well translated. They carry over a lot of the jokes, they make a lot of new jokes, and the iron pencil is one of those. An attack steals my PP, just a shitty move. Alright. Money in the bank. Shody, what's your drink? Okay. I'm not fucking around with this. So my ability, PSI Rockin', when you start the game it asks you like things like what's your favorite food, what's your favorite thing. The default favorite thing is Rockin', and that's what they call your special ability. Holy shit, I'm gonna die. Whew. That was raw luck, ladies and gentlemen. That thing should have killed me, but it missed. Yeah, PSI Rockin'. I was hoping would have just one-shot everything. It did not, and as a result I nearly died. But thanks to the RNG gods, I survived. Thank you, RNGesus. Unlike cruel Leonidas, you are kind. God. Oh man, remember the mouse gave me a phone. Now, this is in the 90s, so we didn't have cell phones, so this is like a magic, this is a special invention. It's a receiver phone that can only receive phone calls from other people. Just finished work on this great invention. This thing is so cool. What could he have possibly invented, and how could it possibly help me? Well, that's a lot of... Let's not fight 4 of those things. Okay, I can do 1. The Ramblin' Evil Mushroom. Hey, butterfly. I think it has a good chance of spawning on this map. I've seen several of them. Alright, double butterfly. What does it mean? Oh man, where's Apple Kid? I think Orange Kid will tell me he's hanging out outside. What's up? You looking for that so-called genius? That's a true genius. I'll tell you, he's in Berglund Park. So you get it, like everybody in Berglund Park is a crook. That's Berglund. Ah, it's funny. Berglund Park. Alright man, I got inventory space now. I'll buy a chicken. They're nutritious. Please buy this beautiful egg. No. You won't get through your teen years without at least 1 egg. Please buy this beautiful egg. You're concerned about your health, even though you're young. That'll be 12 big ones. Oh, I don't have any money. Sorry, dude. No, man. But your teen years will be ruined because you didn't buy an egg. There's also a dude here who sells condiments. I think it's this hippie guy. Like, you can get, like, ketchup and salt and stuff. And there's this really in-depth mechanic where... like if you eat food with the correct condiment, like if you eat French fries with ketchup, it heals you for more. It's kind of silly. Hey, there's Apple Kid and his mouse. What's up, mouse? I am a mouse. Man, chill out. I got places to be. I'm a busy man. Feeling really out of it because I've been working all night, but finally the pencil eraser is ready. This machine will eradicate all pencil-shaped figures in just 1 second. It's incredibly powerful and mighty, you know, convenient that he happened to be working on it. Don't use it near a shop that sells pencils. So I said I would tell you why it was a squid statue and not a pencil statue. That's why. In Japanese, pencil eraser is not a pun. It's a joke in English, right? Because you have an eraser on a pencil, and then you could also erase or remove a pencil. So that wouldn't be a joke in Japanese. The original Japanese joke is squid eraser, which happens to be a pun. Like, can't really explain it other than to say that it is. So it was a squid statue, then you got a squid eraser to get rid of it. Much later in the game, we'll find a boss statue. Instead of being a pencil, it's going to be an eraser, and we're going to need Applicant to make an eraser for us to get through it. Oh shit! Oh, that's wonderful. You put a mushroom on my head and I attacked myself. Can we not have that? Can that not happen? Don't like doing that, but you have to. So he's got a mushroom on his head, which is okay right now, but in a good time, it's going to make my controls go backwards. If you see me start walking the wrong way, that's why. I'm going to try to get to that girl who buys them from you. Otherwise, you have to walk all the way to the hospital and find the dude who wants these mushrooms. Oh god. I freak out every time I attack, man. 57 damage is a lot to take. God. Alright. It's just... Oh, it wasn't enough. Okay. I'm gonna be in trouble with PP, man. I need... Happy Valley is really hard. This is where a lot of kids who rented this game took it back to Blockbuster because Happy Valley is hard to get through. So we'll see how we do. I'm hunting for mushrooms. You'd be willing to sell that mushroom. All day. Such a great mushroom. Good. I'm happy you're happy. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of take advantage of the fact that enemies spawn as you scroll the screen, and if I see things that seem too hard, I'm gonna back out. Just because I had to use a lot of resources to get in here. I just used the pencil eraser to erase the pencil statue. That's okay, I can probably take Okay, so this tree is going to demonstrate the you die but the battle ends before you lose thing. And my friend Patrick is a big fan of this notion of conveyance, which is where the game tells you a mechanic without having to like type text on the screen explaining it to you. And I'm actually going to heal myself anyway because I'm close to being dead. And this is where that's going to happen, is I'm going to kill it, and the conveyance component is it's going to blow up. I'm going to take 197 damage, but the battle's already over, so it wasn't enough to kill me. And I'm like, oh, okay, so if I take all this damage and the battle ends, I don't actually die. That's cool. Ah, okay, so this is a spot where I can possibly heal up and get all my PP back. So I think that butterfly has a decent chance to respawn. I'll give it one shot. I'm not going to sit here and cheese the butterfly. No. Yeah, okay. I give up. Did I ditch the cold remedy? No, I still have it. One of these dudes can give me a cold. And I usually forget to hold on to the cold remedy in this part. Nest can remove it as well, but I'd rather not waste the PP on it. It's pretty precious here. Just when you miss, it can just be brutal. You saw how bad that was. I went from full health to almost dead. If that had been a miss, I would have been in trouble. Alright, we're gonna heal ourselves. Okay, yeah. Ooh, that wasn't a very good level. That's okay. Offense is always good. Kind of in a position here where I'm not quite one-shotting stuff, and that's what's putting me in big trouble. I need to kill these things in one hit. I think this is the guy that can give me a cold. Rockin' music. Yeah. How do you shoot a beam that causes nighttime stuffiness? Oh, this guy sucks. So, like, a cold is like this game's equivalent of being poisoned in a typical RPG. So I'm gonna use the cold remedy. I'm gonna heal myself again. Almost out of PP. I only have 2 more shots at healing. Capsules give you a permanent increase. I probably want luck. I think I can get, I want to say it's a hard hat if I go all the way to the top of this map. There's something in there too. I think I can outrun those trees as well. Yeah, they're not very fast. Do I already have one of those? I do. Okay, well, I'll hold on to that and give it to Paula when she gets to my party. I'm going to try to go up though and get this present that I think I'm missing. Alright, I definitely need that. I might just be wandering backwards aimlessly. Let me pull up the handy-dandy strategy guide that came with the game. Take a look at the map. Ah. Yes, I am chasing my tail. I need to go back the other way. That's okay. I got some more experience. Got a magic butterfly that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. That's 20 PP, so that might keep me alive. I think the little UFO does more damage. 14. Alright, I guess it's the same. God, man, I really just gotta get... I gotta level up and get some more defense, or some more hit points or something. Healed myself back up. Try to cheese those dudes down there and make them go away. Yeah. Dad. Give me Dad. Yeah, I'm almost full. And notice that even though I'm emulating this on a top-of-the-line computer, it still doesn't want to handle having so many enemies on the screen, particularly those diamond-looking dudes. They cause some pretty serious slowdown the frame rate. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, nasty. Didn't work on the UFO, I didn't know it was a thing. Oh man, I need some speed, like, if I could attack first, this wouldn't be anywhere near as big of a problem. Yeah, see, like, 2 hits there I could have avoided. Alright, I'm gonna try to go see if I can spawn another butterfly. The devil. Basically, butterflies have a chance to spawn just like an enemy whenever you scroll the map, and there are a couple areas where they are especially likely to spawn. believe the other side of that bridge is one such area, where as long as I'm kind of scrolling the map, there's a decent shot they're going to spawn. Yeah, see? And it's not something that's in the strategy guide. It's just played EarthBound 100 times or something, so I notice, hey, there's a butterfly there. So I'm sure that I'm sure 10-year-old Dylan would have appreciated knowing that trick, but hey. Oh god, okay. Alright, we got this. We got a bunch of PP. We're just rocking. Very important point here. Do not kill the tree first. If you kill the tree first, it blows up and you don't end the battle, right? Because you still have 2 dudes left. So I guess that's something that's, well, in theory you're almost always going to run into a tree by itself for the first time. Holy god. Alright, I'm fighting as fast as I can. He just did 85 damage to me. Okay, alright, he didn't hit me that time. Jesus Christ. You're a dick, tree. I don't know what the deal is. That brain shock ability pretty much always misses nests. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's intentional. Like, sometimes these Japanese RPGs will have a main character who's immune to certain effects. Like Dragon Quest VIII, the hero's immune to curse effects for some reason. I'll take it. So what happened there, if you joined us since the beginning, you notice the screen flashed green because I snuck up on the back of the enemy. Instead of eating it head on, it gave me a freebie preemptive strike. Alright, and I'm going to try to abuse my temporary invincibility from just getting out of battle. Alright, got some defense, got some speed. Oh baby. Sweet! Maximum HP went up by 26. I'm going to try to abuse this temporary invincibility to avoid these enemies here and run into this enemy. But it's preemptive, so it could be worse. Hey, it's just the tree by itself. Certainly much more tolerable. Interesting. I mean, it's silly, but when you first start the game, you can pick what text speed you want. And clearly, it seems that picking the fast scrolling speed is just objectively better from a gameplay perspective because you can get out of those battles faster when you're almost dead. Ugh, not this again. Okay. I'm gonna have to head back. Find that butterfly again, I think. He's about to steal my PP. Ooh. I can't brook him doing that one more time. I shouldn't have talked. Alright, I'm out now. I think I've got a croissant I can heal myself with, but things are not looking good. And this is America, so we're not going to run away from battle. That's not an option, even if he keeps reducing my offense and my defense. That means I hope he never swings at me, because if he does, my defense is down by like 10. He's gonna like one-shot me. Okay, yep, keep doing that, just don't hit me in the face, please. Okay, we're gonna move out of there. This is the whole purpose of coming up this way. I'm getting this hard hat, which is a pretty good upgrade, 21 to 30. Percentage-wise, that's quite good. Oh, croissants are better than I thought. Okay, all right, I might be able to do this. I gotta be careful on my way out, though. Hold on. It's too dangerous for me to not check my official EarthBound guide. Yes, I do not want to go down. Good. Glad I checked. Get my ass beat for no reason. rid of that now. Could kill me. We're almost done here too. Oh, I feel it in my body. I'm gonna get right to the entrance to Happy Happy Valley, the town that I'm going to. I'm gonna get right up to the entrance. I'm gonna die. Okay, there's a chest down there, a present, but I gotta go to the town. I think I'll still check this out. I'm way stronger than this snake, so I'm just gonna win. Oh, maybe not. Oh, because I'm sick, right? It knows I have to take damage on the first turn. Normally I would just win the fight, but when you have a status effect, it doesn't give it to you because whenever you swing, you take damage. Alright. Welcome to Happy Happy Village. Everything is blue. The music is weird. I forgot there are enemies in this town. I'm collecting donations to help protect the world from contaminants. No! You sound like a lame hippie. I'll be your shadow then. So she doesn't have to follow me around like a creeper? I'm monitoring those who don't pay at the food stand. So you can buy stuff here, but if you don't pay, he catches you. Okay, I'm saving my game. Holy crap. I made it through Happy Happy Valley and we're gonna save. Anything worth buying? New baseball bat, new bracelet. Okay. Okay. Can roll with that. Yes. Give me that copper bracelet for $350. 350 yen, I guess. Alright. So I know I said I'm going to be... I said that I'm going to be fiscally responsible, but I'm also just going to carry $100 on me all the time just for convenience sake so that I don't, like, go to the hotel and have them turn me away because I'm $1 short or something. Blue, blue. I wish for everything in this world to become blue. So everyone in this town is fixated on the color blue. They paint everything blue. I'll show you a fight with those cultists here in a second. I'm just a plain old cow. But Mr. Carpainter's messages always move me. Oh, here we go. This is Nintendo's first foray into this. I'm getting a phone call. Who's calling me? Hey, it's your dad. You've been out there for a long time now. Maybe none of my business, but don't you think it'd be a good idea if you took a break? No. We never take breaks. That's right, fate of the world's at stake. I'm taking a break, Nintendo. What do you think this is? Yes, teach me about happy happyism. Do your blue chant before you go to bed. Paula, I am Paula. Can you hear me? Help. Come and help me. I don't know where I am. I can hear water running in the distance. That's cool. I know where you are, Paula. Sleeping doesn't cure. Bollocks. That's horseshit. Oh, man, you stay at the inn, all your troubles go away. And I understand, like, staying at the inn not healing, like, poison or something, but come on, it's a cold. Cold remedy. Boo. That's right, I got over the cold game. Alright, so I've left a present behind back there because I was dying, but I've saved my game now. I've rested, I've bought some new gear. I'm going to go back and get that present and hopefully actually demonstrate what happens when I walk into this guy this time. There we go. Only RPG that does that. When you walk into an enemy that you vastly outclass, they just die in one hit. You don't even have to fight them, and it gives you the experience. Pretty neat. Alright, not getting away from that one. Oh man, I'm so sweet I insta-kill those things, and they were kicking my ass before. There's that present I was talking about. I totally would have died if I had come this way before. Aha! A new Sandlot bat is good enough to one-shot those things. Yeah. Oh god. Oh, I used the wrong skill. I'm gonna die. That's okay. It's okay, I saved in the next town. I didn't have any money on me. Everything's okay. Yeah. Oh, I should open the present first. Let me go stay at the inn again and get my PP back. When you die, you lose all your PP. A really unlucky crit. But I can't blame the crit. That's an excuse. It's my bad. I should have been more careful. Should have been prepared for that situation. Well, maybe I'll regret this, but I think I'll just go and get the present and then come back and then stay at the inn if I'm gonna have to stay at the inn anyway. Or the hotel, whatever. It's the 90s. Oh god, nope. Alright, that's better. No problem. Cup of life noodles. So that is like a Phoenix down. It resurrects dead party members, which I don't have yet, but probably a hint that I'm gonna be getting one very soon. That comes at a premium in this game. You don't get an ability that resurrects dead party members until pretty late in the game. When you first get Paula, a lot of RPGs are pretty kind to you when you get a new party member. It like levels them up to the average level of your party. Not EarthBound. Paula's level 1. I am level 16. But it does mean that, you know, you kill an enemy, she goes up a bunch of levels, she gets a bunch of experience still. Yeah, every game should do that. Why doesn't every game do that? Tell me. Great. Yeah, so I could go in here. Talk about messing with the frame rate, right? I'm not going to go in there yet, though. What's going to happen is if I go in there and I talk to Mr. Carpainter, who is the guy that's converted the whole town into this happyism cult of painting everything blue. If I talk to him, he's going to strike me down with lightning and kill me. So I need to find some way to deal with his lightning. And to do that, I'm going to go talk to Paula, who I'm here to rescue. She has something that will help me deal with Mr. Carpainter's lightning power. Oh, and I guess I'm good to fight one of these guys now. These are the cultists. Another censorship item. In the original Japanese version, these dudes didn't have that little puff ball, little pom-pom at the end of their hoods, and they had like an HH printed above their heads, so they looked very much more like, you know, KKK cultists. But they add the little Santa pom-pom to make them look less threatening, I guess, in the American version. And they're not a big deal. I'm okay with this. These guys don't really hurt. This is just free experience for me. Just keep summoning cultists. That was a pretty shitty level up. That's okay. What's this dude's deal? Okay, so he's a religious zealot. That's cool. What's your deal? Those who won't paint everything blue are opposed to peace. I want them all to listen, even if it requires kicking their butts. Nice words. So if I went in this cave, remember part of my mission, I've got this soundstone, and I've got 1/8 of the melody. The second part of the melody, 2/8, is through that cave in there, but I'm going to wait until I've got Paula for a couple of reasons. One, she's pretty good with magic, and 2, because that will help her level up faster. Now, before I go in this room, I'm already realizing that I have a problem, and that I don't have any space for the thing that Paula's about to give me. So I think I'm just going to go sell my Mr. Baseball cap. It is not... it is not better than what I currently have, and only Ness can use it, so just free up some space. Else I would just go to Paula, she'd try to give me this item, and it would say, you're full, and I'd have to walk back and do that, so... Looking out for future Dylan here. I feel like I'm very, very close to being able to one-shot these guys, but just not quite. Like I said, that's okay. They don't really hit very hard. They just give me a bunch of experience. Nice. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but they referenced that smash attack in the new Smash Brothers game, where most people know Ness from. What's up, girl? Yes, I'm Ness. Carpainter can control lightning. You should wear this Franklin badge. Like the Ben Franklin badge. To deal with his lightning powers. Remember this fat kid? This is my neighbor from the beginning of the game. He's a little bastard. He's the recurring villain who's going to keep running into me. Master Pokey, since Mr. Carpainter made me an important person in Happy Happyism. He may or may not be in the final boss battle. Okay, that's good timing. PSI rockin'. PSI Flash. I can't catch up to Pokey. Now, Franklin Badge remains useful for the whole game. Basically, if you have it in your inventory and an enemy attacks you with lightning, it reflects and hits them. There's not a lot of enemies that use lightning, but one of the bosses, like, there's 8 major bosses in the game, and like the second to last one, the 7th one, uses a lightning attack. So if you've been clever, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. butterfly. It's going to leave the screen when I walk around the corner, isn't it? Yeah, that's okay. If you're clever and you don't throw it out or deposit it, you can have it for when you fight that boss, and it'll be a really trivial fight. You just have to know to hold on to it for the entire game, since it's very close to the end of the game you fight that thing. Sure, I actually just want this thing. Too much stuff, man. List of things I need to try in here. I'm gonna have to deposit some stuff here. The same problem up here, but... Oh, I know which ones they're moving out of phase with the other ones. This guy's gonna fight me. He's gonna say, don't go to heaven, I think. One of these dudes says don't go to heaven. Oh, I think I see the two dudes that are out of phase down here. Only capable of walking in place? That's not true. Ness is clever. Green, green. Still new at this. Skip sandwich, that's fine. Get it? Ah, he's trying to learn how to whistle. I learned that whistling makes one smile. You strange unmasked fellow, don't go to heaven! Never change, EarthBound. I think in the guide, all the characters in this game, they weren't really using concept art back in these days so much. So they made little clay models of the monsters and then made all the enemies based on them. So I believe... Yeah, you can see in the guide, the happiest clay model does not have the little pom-pom at the end. And there's a little spot where they photoshopped out the HH above his hood. I think there's a screenshot in there that still has HH on it before they finish censoring it. Frame rate can't take it. There we go. I screamed because I didn't know what else to do. I understand, man. Fucking A, man. I've had a rash. So that statue, actually I think I forgot to go talk to him, but there's a dude we talked to in the first town who's like, hey man, I unearthed this statue. It's gonna come up a bunch of times in the game, but it's evil and it gives this Carpainter guy magic powers. That's all you need to know. I need your assistance to help make the world blue and change it into a happy and peaceful society. Will you be my right-hand man? No. My left would be just fine. Your existence is a problem for me. Oh no, but I got the Ben Franklin badge. Carpainter's lightning was reflected by the Franklin badge. Eat it. Looks like he's got a yarmulke. No, you don't. No, you don't. Easy mode. Not even really a boss fight. Okay. Oh, that's right. He can still paint me, but whatever. He's gonna kill himself with that. And Paula's gonna be level 1. Right. The devil made you do it. Okay, fine. I I really just I need to go get Paula, mostly because I need more inventory space. I am awesome. That's right. I'm Ness. I got bitchin' yellow backpack. Damn, man, everybody left. I'm gonna leave it to magically not be blue anymore. What's up, Pokey? Uh-huh. Okay. Sucker. Pokey is a douche. That is the truth. But that's okay because I'll kick his ass later. Damn, that's a lot of crows. It's hella crows. These things like to steal baked goods from you, but I have none. And they apparently have a really high agility stat because, oh crap! So you see, so I said Mars suddenly thought about his mom. You get homesick in this game if you don't call your mom often or visit her. So I need to go back to town and call her after I rescue Paula. I will. Ness abandoned the cookie. What's up, girl? No. Oh, I need to use the key. I'm just like, what am I supposed to tell her? Am I supposed to be sensitive? Thank you, Mars. You're just like I imagined you would be. Hell yeah! Hell yeah, she did. Alright, you're taking some of my stuff. Welcome to my party. Please hold on to all of my bullshit. Okay. Is she really level 1? Am I? No, I wasn't imagining that. I gotta be careful. She can pretty easily get her ass handed to her. Yeah, so Ness thought about eating some pizza. That's his favorite food. He said at the beginning of the game. That's great, Paula. That's wonderful. She can pray, which seems like it's inconsequential, but it will be very, very, very important at the very end of the game. That wasn't so great, though. Still a bread roll. Prayer is like a random effect. It can heal your party, put everyone to sleep, as you just saw. Couple outcomes there. This guy shows up to take your picture sometime. There usually aren't like 2 crows in front of your face when he does. Fuzzy pickles. I'm gonna get her a fry pan, which I can afford right now. I'm gonna get her a copper bracelet, oh, and a ribbon, right? So money in the bank. homesick? Yes, I'm homesick. Hooray! Not homesick anymore. Alright, let's go in the dungeon so we can get the second part of the song. Mole Playing Rough is what this guy's called. Just have to hope nothing targets Paula, because she's not going to survive even a hit. Gotta get her through a couple of these fights so she can level up a little bit. That was a bad level up. Was better. Okay. Oh baby. That was a good level up. That was a bad one. That's cool. She's getting what she needs. Like I mentioned earlier, she's basically a black mage. Which I like that they subverted that trope. The trope is that the female character plays a healer. It's smart that they start you off with that teddy bear. It's kind of tanking for Paula right now. Okay, we're getting there. Making progress. Going places. Don't think teddy bears long for this world. Paula's doing much better. Her last level up, she got like +5 offense, which is a huge deal in this game. +1 of a stat is a big deal. There's a great charm in this present. It's been a while. Oh! Who's the nerd who called it? That nerd is me. I am that nerd. I think the mole is a bigger threat. Sorry, teddy bear. Oh, babies. PSO Thunder Alpha. One second, sorry, just checking out something. Alright, I'm back. Hoping this kills them so Paula doesn't die. Nope. That happens. It's just part of being in this cave. Paula being low level. Nothing that could really be done for it. That's okay. See, she turns into a little angel. I gotta go to the doctor and have her... I guess technically when she dies, she's not really dead. They, like, the emergency room came and got her. On the way to res Paula. Gotta res Paula, girl. Might need money for that. I'm gonna regret it when it costs more than $67, aren't I? Well, let's go find out. Nope, I don't have. So that guy will pay to take a mushroom off my head, basically. Oh. Dude, I'm 10 years old. My friend is dead. $110? Damn. That's harsh. That's harsh. That's harsh. I was sitting there hoping that, you know, wouldn't do that to a 10-year-old, but hey. Man, I'm not here to see myself, game. Alright, I'm gonna go stop at the hotel, and a long time ago now I said that I would stop after I finished the first sanctuary point, and I like EarthBound too much and I haven't had the self-control to stop. So I will actually stop after I beat the second sanctuary point boss. Alright, free charge. I need to think of a strategy for establishing an initial audience here. I'm pretty sure the 3 people that are on there. I've seen a couple people pop in for about 10 minutes or so and then move along. But I might need to think about maybe picking several games and setting targets for each of them. Like, okay, I'm going to play EarthBound up to the next boss, and then I'm going to do Chrono Trigger. Or do... Diablo's tough because so many people are playing Diablo, so many people are playing Hearthstone. They're just completely saturated markets. But I've seen enough, like even when I first turned this on with EarthBound, that like 20 people just came in because no one was streaming anything earlier this morning. We'll see. Just missed present. Let's find out what's in it while I'm fighting this bear. Let me know if he tries to kill me. I'll keep an eye on that shit. What's in it? It's a croissant. Holy shit. Not enough. That's okay. Bear killed Paula. Cost $110 to save her. And I'm $3 short, naturally. Probably don't need to have Paula alive for the boss in here. He's not super hard, but... Mr. Batty became affectionate. Freaked out Ness. Experience is divided in this game among your party members, so if somebody dies, your main guy actually gets more experience. I'm going to give an ETA to wrap up here in maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Gotta go res Paula, walk back through this cave, go kill the boss. And I'm going to save and shut down. Maybe 30 minutes if I'm not lucky and Paula gets one shot again. We'll see. Gotta stop at the ATM and take out $3. I'm just gonna take out 103. Not a big deal if I die and lose that amount. Nope. That shop song is pretty famous. It's very frequently covered. It's called Humoresque and the Little Dog. I'm gonna do that every single time. I didn't take out enough money in case she dies again, did I? Alright, don't die again, Paula. I think that's the third time I've taken out money from the ATM in this game and been $10 short on something. It's just, you know, math simulator to the max. I shouldn't be trusted with a bank account. That's a good question. How large does your party get? Sorry, I just saw that. You get up to 4 people. There's Ness, Paula, Jeff, and Pooh. Jeff is a nerdy character. He doesn't have any psychic abilities, but he uses gadgets. And Pooh is a kung fu guy who also uses psychic abilities like Ness and Paula. You get Jeff fairly soon after this, actually. In the next town we go to, we're going to get Jeff. But Pooh you don't get till close to the end of the game. Maybe about 60% mark, 50 or 60% mark. And his name is actually Pooh. P-O-O. He's an interesting character. He's from the Far East, so EarthBound is like, this is what the Japanese think the West is like in the 90s. So Pooh is, this is what the Japanese think Americans think Japan is like in the 90s. Don't kill Paula. I'm gonna have her use PSI freeze. Alright. Do that more often. Sometimes there's a magic butterfly there. Alright, what's my situation? Okay. So, heal Ness. Fight these dudes and then heal Ness. Use magic on them because I can, because I'm about to get magic back. Then heal Ness. Freeze the bear again because he's dangerous. Alright, freeze beta. That's going to be good for the boss. He's weak against ice. I just kind of cheese the game there. When you get out of combat, you are temporarily invincible, so I like clipped into the enemy to try to sneak up behind him, and I got the preemptive strike. I probably should heal myself again, but that's okay. What's my situation? Max life, max PP, max life, max PP. Okay. Everything is cool. Alright. Paula can handle being hit once now. That's good to know. We're almost there. Boss is around this corner. PSI Caramel is like an ether. It recovers PP, and they're pretty rare in this game. You have to be cognizant of how much you're using. Alright, just in time for the boss. Oh baby, sweet. 20 HP. That's pretty good for Paula. She has hit point problems. Paula ate the cookie. Okay. Does she need the croissant? No, she's only short by 3. She should be fine. Alright, so this is the guardian of the second songstone spot. I'm going to try to flash this guy. Flash is an ability that blinds enemies. I think he's weak to it. Yep. Makes him so he can't stop crying. Oh man. Who is completely wrong about it being weak against ice? This guy. Maybe it's fire? Yeah, it's better, but... Whew. Cut that shit out. Keeps almost killing Paula. So I mentioned earlier about your hit points. You don't actually die until your hit points run out. So if you manage to heal yourself before it scrolls all the way down, that also works. It's not just ending the battle. It's kind of cool. You hear that sound? I believe my wife is calling me, but we're just about done. So. That's okay. Paula doesn't need the experience. I'll finish him off. Hooray! Oh baby. You get upside, it's gonna heal Paula. She'll be okay. Alright, so let's hear the song so far. This is 2 out of 8 parts. So this is cool. When you leave, all the enemies are afraid of you because you just killed the boss. You don't have to fight them again. They all run away from you. I would have to fight them though because they take up too much space. I'm just trying to get to a save point so I can close out. I guess I could save state, but we're going to do this legit. If I kept my exit mouse, I could have used it here to escape. Cool beans, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I'm just going to save my game and cut the stream. I will be doing this again Thursday, definitely, possibly tomorrow also. So if you're around and if you follow me, you'll see a little notification when I start streaming. Otherwise, if I know you in person, I'll probably talk to you later.